some crafty extensions, and I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So what you do is you go to here and then you download them, and it actually creates a extension on your web browser. And so what I mean by extension is it's kind of like downloading an app, only it's like modifying or enhancing your web browser. So the first one is this crafty level right here, and you just click on that, and then you can download it, which I've already done. So we can just exit out of that. And that pops up right here. So now if I go on to here and I'm just reading this website here, what happens is it tells you up here what level it is. So it's the like the reading level. So like this particular one is 12, so that you know that that's 12th grade reading level. So if you're, you know, in like a 3rd grade class, this could be helpful, because you could say if it's a level whatever or higher, you really shouldn't be on that one. That's, you know, too hard for you. Or if you're in a higher grade level, like say, you know, 10th, 11th, 12th grade, and they're looking, you know, on like a 5th grade reading level, you could say you could probably do a little bit better. So another one is going to be this crafty writes right here. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to look up some pictures here. Okay, and so what this actually did is this right here is different than normal. So see how this says labeled for reuse, and you can change it right here, but this is just general reuse. So if I open up a different one, so these are just like photos that people have posted and given permission for people to reuse. So you can take this photo and you can put it on your PowerPoint, use it in your classroom, however you want to use it, and you don't have to worry about any kind of copyrights. You'll notice that there's no clip art until you get down further. So if you just, and then we'll go over here and we'll do the same thing, only what I'm going to do is I'm going to click it to see how it went dark, and then look up the same thing again. And it's completely different images this time, and that's because when you click it and it goes dark like that, you've actually turned it off. So this is what would pop up if I did not have that extension on. So you definitely have access to a lot more pictures, but then you're going to run into copyright issues. And then the last one is this CT right here, and that is crafty text. And what happens is you can just put a little something in here, and then it makes it very big on your screen. So this could be good for highlighting single words, pointing out classroom codes, passwords, if you need the class to know a web address. That way you're not, if you're already on the computer, you're not having to switch between the computer or the smartboard and then writing on the whiteboard, having to walk around. So you could just click that, put your code up there, and it's right there. And that's it.
Okay, so my first tool that I did was the QR codes, and a QR code can be used as a shortcut to help students reach online content. To begin using these, you can go to qrdroid.com, and you can also access this on your Droid. QR Droid is completely free to download, and it's also ad-free. Once you go to this website or on your phone, you can scan, interact, generate, decode, share, and shop for QR codes. You can scan the QR codes by using your Droid and selecting the Scan tab and point it to the code. If you have a QR code saved in your device as an image, or if you just have the URL address of a QR code, QR Droid can decode it. You can use it to shop by scanning a retail product's barcode and search it with Amazon or Google product search. You can use QR Droid to create your own QR code straight from your device. After you create a QR code, QR Droid allows you to customize your code by sizing it, coloring it, and even embedding it. As a teacher, you can use the QR codes in your classroom. For example, you could create codes with different math problems and have them all over the room and have the kids go around to each code, scan it, and then the problem will come up and you could have them solve it. And then my second tool was Cast Science Writer. And this tool supports students in writing lab and class reports and is geared more towards middle school and high school students. To get to Cast Science Writer, you can go to sciencewriter.cast.org/welcome. And once you go to that website, you are able to access a report structure, checklists, a process for writing, sentence starters, a journal, text-to-speech, and also animated helpers. The report structure helps break down all parts of a report so the student can concentrate on just like one part of the project at a time. And the checklists are available when the student is ready to revise and edit their work. It will help check for content and also grammar errors. And the process for writing helps the students through the process of drafting, revising, and also editing. The sentence starters can be assessed through the Help Me Get Started button. When you click this, it will divide the writing into smaller sections and also give the student sentence starters when on the draft screens in the writing process. It helps the student to get their writing started. And the journal is a place for students to write notes, reflect, make comments or questions, and it also keeps track of data. The text-to-speech feature is a tool that lets the student hear any text read aloud. This could be helpful for students who are like struggling readers and can't read very well, or if their eyesight's bad and they can't see. This tool also gives you any option to have the students' writing read back to them so they can hear if there are any mistakes or changes that they need to make. The Science Writer's agent characters that they have are Max, Sam, and Echo, and they provide tailored support. Max and Sam are used to give students a model and the reasoning behind it, and then Echo gives students specific hints on how to progress. This breaks the report into smaller, less overwhelming pieces and overall allows the students to improve in their writing. It is also a free tool. And those are my tools.
I like all those. So I did eMaze, and eMaze is an online presentation software where you can design and share presentations. So it's a lot like Prezi. And then you can also explore presentations made by others. So you can make a standard eMaze account for free. You can upgrade, but those ones cost money. It comes with choices of many different templates, and you can pick your presentation, or you can create your own template. It gives you the option to collaboratively work on a presentation by sharing it with others. And then when making the presentation, you can add text, images, media, shapes, and charts. When you're finished, you're able to share, link, or embed the presentation, as well as set it to public or private. If you set it to public, you can choose to have it completely public so anybody can see it and they can search it on the web and find it, or you can set it so only the people you share it with can see it, kind of like the link on Google Drive. And then if you set your account to public, you're able to see who's viewing it, who's viewing your presentation, and you can see what country they were in, what time they viewed it, the date and time, and their profile. And then it has a bunch of cool features, like it's able to translate languages, print, download, duplicate. But one of the features that I really liked was you can actually upload a completed PowerPoint PowerPoint presentation on your computer. You can upload it into eMaze, and they say amplify it through eMaze. So that's kind of cool. I liked that you could just decorate your PowerPoint, whereas with Prezi you have to just make one. So I'm gonna screen share just to show the website. Um, yeah, you can see the screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. So and then, so you can, like I said, you can Amazify or amplify a PowerPoint. You have your whole little profile here. So there's that, and then you can like see the ones you're sharing, and then you're able to explore other people's, so the templates or their actual presentations that they've made, and yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's easy to pick a template to choose, and there's a bunch of different categories, so you can find whatever's right for you. It's much like other online presentation tools that we've spent some time looking at before. So, oh,
All right. Is that it, Nina?
yeah.
Okay, well, I did 2 tools this time. My first one is Ant. It's an annotation tool for videos where you can pick a YouTube video or like a video off of Google, and you can copy the URL, and then you go to the website Ant, and you can paste your video URL and click load. And once you load it, you're able to create annotations in the video so that when the video comes to a certain point, like say at 20 seconds, you want a question to be asked and you want anyone to answer it, the viewer to answer it. So you can stop the video at 20 seconds and create a question and have people respond to it. So in order to do that, you go on the website and you can share it, and that way you can send it to your students if you have students you want to view this video that is annotated, and now they have access to the video and are able to respond. You could give the student the assignment of annotating videos, or you could give them the assignment of responding, and this could be cool to use as an exit ticket in a classroom with technology, or as a homework assignment, and it causes easy grading. I'm just going to share my screen and show you an example of what I did with one of the YouTube videos that I had. There we go. So here's a phonics song video. And I'll just skip forward a little bit.
Fish. This is the phonics song. It goes like this.
Alright. So when it got to the mark that I wanted my first question to come up on, it brightened, and then once you click to respond, it pauses the video so the student can respond without having to stop what they're doing. It stops automatically.
That's cool.
So that's pretty cool. I think this would be a really fun activity for students to even create and then present to the classroom. So there's a few different things you can do with that. My second tool is BookWizard. BookWizard is a scholastic website with books for kids. You can go up to the top and be teacher, parents, or kids. For teachers, there are lesson plans, and you can search different topics in different books and such like that. There's also a teacher's store. There's a teaching blog and a bunch of different ideas that you can use. It's really cool, and there's a lot of resources here for teachers. For parents, it's more like if you're looking for a specific age and what kind of books you want. So that's really cool. If parents want to like find specific books for their 6-year-old child because they're working on reading and stuff, they can go and pick that age and stuff. So that's really cool. And then for the kids, this is my favorite. There's games and blogs and videos and message boards and all this fun stuff and places to find different books that the kids are interested in reading. And there's even printables, and the way you find this stuff is like you can search different age groups. So like when I first clicked kids, you can go from 8 to 12 or 3 to 7, and each of those sections have different choices. Like here, you can play games, and you can listen to stories out loud, which is really good for young children because they're not at the age where they can read all on their own yet.
Mm-hmm.
So this is good for a lot of different ages and a lot of different people, not just parents or teachers, also kids. So I think that's really neat. So yeah.
Yeah, I think both of those look like they would be good for like center activities, especially that ant one, because you could have them trying to see something in particular in the video, and then that way you know that they got what they needed out of the video, but you don't have to sit there with them.
Right. It's almost like having them have like an online form of like a worksheet to go with it.
Yeah, but it's like digital.
Yeah. I feel like kids would like that better too.
Yeah, they'd be more interested in it than having just like a plain piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
All right, well, that is it for today. Thanks.